Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Carolina Panthers Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Jason Ingram. I just wanted to get on here and do a quick video talking about the Carolina Panthers Fan Fest. Oh, man. So, gonna talk about chanting "Fire Matt Rhule" during one of his interviews. Gonna talk about DJ Moore having to break up and defuse a fight between two fans in the stands. Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to say this. Alright, talk about the fan, chanting the "Fire Matt Rhule." I get it. I understand we're frustrated with Matt Rhule. He's not my guy. I'm not a fan of him myself. I felt like he should have been gone after how the end of last season went. Look. To do that chant while he's having an interview at a fan fest, not at a game, not after a poor performance at a game, but at fan fest. Look, I get the frustration, but that was a little unnecessary. That was a little unnecessary. It's at a fan fest, y'all. Like, it's already bad enough that he's on the hot seat, and that this is pretty much the make it or break it year for him. Because at the same time, no matter how much we wanted him gone after last season or whatnot, he's still here. He's still here entering into a new season. And he's still here for a reason. Whatever that reason may be, I don't know. But he's still here. Despite what we say and do, he's still here. So, if anything, we have to do a better job of supporting and at least give him the opportunity to redeem himself. Which he has the opportunity to redeem himself. Otherwise, he wouldn't be the coach still. I'm just saying. And like I said, this includes me as well. Because I'm not a fan of Matt Rhule. But at the same time, he's still here. And I hope to God that he gets it right this year. Or else he might not have another chance. But if he gets it right, then great. But he has the opportunity to get it right. Whether we agree with him being here or not. So we should at least hope that he gets it right. I mean, this is really sort of similar to last season. And the season, well, that and the season before that. Just folks jumping to conclusions before even one game has been played. We have to stop doing that. As a fan base, we gotta stop doing that. I mean, the "Fire Matt Rhule" chants during an interview at a fan fest? Come on now. That's unnecessary. That's unnecessary. I can understand if it was after a bad game or a bad couple of games. Like, I get it. But at a fan fest? Really? That was unnecessary. That was unnecessary. But like, the whole thing with like Teddy Bridgewater. It's like, folks, so quick. to jump to conclusions before one game has been played. And I'm not saying that, you know, the season didn't go bad, but still, we got, as a fan base, we got to stop jumping to conclusions and giving up on a season and casting folks out before a game has even been played. Because who's to say that we don't end up doing well this season? We can predict here and we can predict there, but anything can happen. Next, we got the fan fight. The fight in the stands. So, I don't know a lot of specific details. The only thing that I've heard was that there was two guys. One guy, I guess one guy's wife bumped into the other guy's child or something like that. I don't know if it was on purpose or by accident. This is what I've heard. So if anybody knows the specific details, please share. But that's what I've heard. And then that's how the fight began. And then, thankfully, there were no punches or anything thrown. Just, you know, two guys got up in each other's faces. And then DJ Moore comes up into the stands to defuse the situation. First off, kudos to DJ Moore for stepping up. You know, putting his foot down and diffusing the situation. Definitely give kudos to DJ Moore. That was a very, very mature moment for him. And definitely shows that, hey, he's not just a heck of a great receiver, but he's very mature. Very mature. And, hey, he could be a leader on this offense. So, kudos to DJ Moore for stepping up. Much, much appreciated. But, really, y'all? Now, I don't know specific details, but dang, we're having fights in the stands at a fan fest? Y'all, we gotta do a better job as a fan base. And the thing is, what if they were to throw punches? You know, in front of the kid? That's gonna set a bad example to the kid. Thank God punches weren't thrown, but still, it was bad enough. Both got in each other's faces. It's like, come on. At a fan fest? This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be an opportunity for the fans to get together and watch their team do a scrimmage, meet and greets and stuff like that, and folks are fighting in the stands at a fan fest? Which leads me to this last point, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for it, but I'm just going to have to take that chance. I'm going to go ahead and say this. If we do ever win a championship, like win a Super Bowl, we don't deserve it. I honestly believe we do not deserve a championship. As fans, we don't deserve a championship. We really don't. And let me tell you why. A lot of moments where some of this fan base, I'm not going to say all of the fan base because that's not true, where a good chunk of this fan base will bash players, especially great players, when they have their moments of failure, to the point where they hold on to it so strongly. John Casey, one of the best kickers we've had in Panthers franchise history. who was there before the Graham Ganoes, who was there before the Zane Gonzalez's. And yet, there are so many fans out there that still hold the kickoff out of bounds in that first Super Bowl appearance. They still hold that kickoff out of bounds against him. Was it bad? Yes. But at the same time, defense still could have made plays to make the stops necessary to prevent the field goal. I mean, am I right? Cam Newton, MVP, led the team to a 15-1 season. Something that I truly believe none of us expected to happen. And yet a good half of the fan base still craps on this dude because he didn't jump on a fumble when nobody wants to talk about what led to the fumble in the first place. That type of fumble happened after a strip sack, which wasn't the only time there was a strip sack in that game against Cam Newton. But yet, so many people want to crap on this dude because he didn't jump on a fumble. Despite winning an MVP, despite the franchise records he's broken, the team, organization, not really having a good history of showing a sense of urgency to bring in the type of players that we need to help this team be successful is already bad enough. But the fan base really gets me. And sometimes it makes me feel ashamed to be a part of this fan base. Because I truly feel like there's so many other teams out there that have had it much worse than us. Much worse than us. We got fans out there that, until the Panthers start winning, won't watch another Carolina Panthers game. I'm like, how can you call yourself a fan? So you're only a fan when they win? And that's what some of the fan base is like. They're fans when the team wins. That's not a good look. If you can't go through the bad, what makes you think you'll really appreciate the good? That's all I'm saying. And when it's gotten to the point where you got fans fighting in the stands at a fan fest, not at a game or anything like that, which, wouldn't make it any better, but at a fan fest. You got folks chanting "Fire Matt Rhule" during an interview at a fan fest before even a single game has been played this season. I get it, but it's not a good look. It's a little too much. It's a little too much. But honestly, just me being very honest, we really don't deserve to win a championship. We don't. We don't. If we do win one, great. But I honestly don't think we deserve to win one. And like I said, I'm not saying the whole fan base is like this. That's not what I'm saying. Hear me right. Hear me correctly. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying there's a good portion of this fan base that just, like, some of the stuff that's said, it's just not, it's not good. And this is even towards, like, the really good players that we've had that have played in this franchise. You know, it's just not good. Because like I said, say what you want about Matt Rhule, and I get it. It's understandable. Like I said, I'm not a fan of his. But at the same time, he's still our coach, y'all. Ain't nothing we can do. He's still our coach, and if anything, he needs our support. You know, same thing with all the rest of the players, because they're still here. They're still on the team for a reason. You don't have to be fans of them, but it would be at least nice to at least hope that they can turn things around and get it right. Matt Rhule, Sam Darnold, like everybody. Because what if they do get it right? Because like I said, we can have our predictions all day, every day. That's fine. Predictions are fine. Everybody's going to have different predictions. But if reality sets in and they end up doing well, and there's certain players and coaches and whatnot that excel that we typically hate on, I'm just saying, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. So, that's all I really wanted to say. But let me know what y'all's thoughts are. But like I said, the fight, the fan fight at FanFest, the fire Matt Rhule chants during an interview at FanFest, like, I get it, but come on now. We got, I think, as a whole, and like I said, this is including me. This is including me. As a whole, we gotta be a better fan base. We gotta be a better fan base. Because at the same time, we have to also understand and accept that things could get worse before they finally get better. And there's no timetable. There's no telling when they will get better. There's no telling. I mean, hopefully it starts now, this season. But there's no telling. We have to wait and see. But it makes no sense to continuously crap on this team and don't have any faith in this team and, you know, have the kind of mentality of, oh, I'm not going to watch a game until they start winning, and then show up when they start winning. Because I'm sorry, that ain't a real fan. I'm just going to, you know, tell it like I see it. That ain't a real fan. But anyway, let me know what y'all's thoughts are. What are y'all's thoughts on the Fire Matt Rhule chants during the fan fest from one of the fans? The fan fight in the stands that DJ Moore helped defuse. And do you honestly feel that the Carolina Panther fans deserve a championship or not? Let me know what your thoughts are. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. This is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram of Blitzball Champ Gaming with another Carolina Panthers talk here on the U to the Tube. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care. Peace.